Hi, good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. So another spontaneous video here. So first things first, let's announce to Discord that we're live, and we'll get situated here in just a second. Um, okay, so here we go. Let me go over here, Discord, YouTube, and we'll address everything. The drama, never ceases to cease. For one thing, let me just say this. Okay, get everybody fired up here, excited. Okay, let's do this here, and then we're going to go over what we started to cover yesterday. We're going to go over possibly, the end of NAV erosion with these high yield dividend funds. But the first thing I want to get out there is that apparently a lot of Kumair's followers are mad, and they think I had something to do with whatever happened to him. Like I said, you know, I don't have that kind of power, and I wouldn't do such a thing, to a fellow YouTuber. Um, but honestly, like I said, he did it to himself, duplicating content. That's all I'll say. Eventually, it's going to catch up to you. He got away with it for like 9 months, but eventually it's going to catch up to you. That's all I'm saying. I don't have time to like go after other people. I'm busy focused on, building my own channel and stuff like that. So anyway, I don't want to keep harping on this. So I want to actually talk about substantive content. And welcome, by the way, to Richard King. Always first. Greetings to you. So what I want to go over here, let's do a seeking alpha comparison because we were talking about the different strategies yesterday that that YouTube, I'm sorry, the different strategies that YieldMax is using to um, to hedge against NAV erosion, and these are fairly new strategies. So they're sort of copying some of they're incorporating different things that like Roundhill and other funds do. So let's first go to Seeking Alpha and just do a comparison because we talked yesterday in the video about the different strategies that that they're using. So if you haven't checked that one out, definitely do so. So first of all, let's do a comparison of PLTW, I believe, which is the Roundhill Palantir Fund. There's so many funds to keep track of from all these different companies. So what I want to do here, I want to show you how basically the strategies that YieldMax is starting to incorporate, how they're working for Roundhill. So let's look at PLTY, which is the YieldMax one, and let's just, while we're at it, compare both of them to the underlying, if I could spell PLTR. So we had a fun day. I had to ban several people from Discord today that just are making basically emotional arguments, and I think we pretty well cleaned things up. Um, but anyway, you guys crack me up. Even my admins are kicking people out apparently. Let's see here. Sales pitch. Oh, we have a troll in here. He's banned. Okay. All right. Anyway, trying to stay above the drama. Um, let me see something here. Let me see if something real quick was posted in my Discord. As much as I try to avoid this, it's still. Let me see if I have. No, it's not here, unless it was in the band band members thread. It's amazing that people think. Let me just point this out. Okay, here we go. This was shared, and I actually agree with this. I do not support any negativity towards any people. It's not who we are. I 100% agree. If you like his channel, check his channel out. Um, it's just YouTube enforces their rules. I don't know why it's assumed that I have something to do with YouTube enforcing their rules. But like I said, nothing personal, no negativity. Let's move forward. I agree with this statement. Okay, so let's once again move on. Okay, so back to this. So we've got Palantir, we've got PLTY, and PLTW. Over the past year, um, and just the price return, PLTY is higher, but we've got to do apples to apples. So February 18th, Roundhill launched their competitor fund. So Roundhill and YieldMax are really going head to head. They launched their competitor fund. Um, so let me do this here. Let me first fix the time horizon here. What did I see? February. That was like one of the worst times to launch too. But they've actually done okay. If you see, you're gonna see here when I adjust this how well they've performed. So February to what's today? Today's already the 18th. Wow, that's insane. That's just insane. Um, okay. So if we look at this here in terms of price return, you see PLTY over this time horizon has done the worst. If we select metrics, if we select total return here, you'll see that, so the underlying Palantir, oh, I got to adjust this again. This is so annoying. Bear with me. So the underlying, let's go back to February 18th to present day. So it's actually 3 months. It's exactly 3 months today. Here we go. Okay, so PLTW is winning. It's beating its underlying. Isn't that crazy, folks? PLTW, a high yield ETF, is beating not only its competitor, but its underlying. And this is what's possible. And this is what I think has opened the eyes of the people at YieldMax, seeing how this is possible. So I want you all to ruminate over that for a bit. I've got to do something here. Okay, bear with me, folks. Yeah, just really focus on this chart here. I got to do something before we hit midnight. Should have done this before I went live. But anyway, we'll do some comments here in just a second. Let's see here. Okay, turn that on. Okay, so I want you all to tell me in the comment section why you think, and it has to do with the 3 strategies that we went over, of course, yesterday. Let me do this here. Let's see here. Maybe I need a QR code for this here. This should be very simple. Oh, I see. Very strange. Well, I guess I will just do this later. Anyway, okay, let's go to comments here. Actually, I'm kind of slacking here. Let me pull the comments up real quick. Apologies, I usually do that on this. I'm starting to like this platform better, by the way, if I haven't made that clear. Okay, we've got 13 of you on. That's
Do you know what happens in the first?
No, we don't. Um, all right. Oh, we've got Andre on. Cool. Yeah, no more NAV erosion, right? Okay, pop out chat. Bear with me here. Okay. All right, so far not too many comments, but I want you all to really focus on this here. So look at this. So because of these strategies, including different types of options trading and stuff like that. Hold on just a second here. Let's just see. In case you all are Googling, yeah, we know about distribution changes already. Um, let's see here. The 3 things, I would have to go back to my old video yesterday. But anyway, you see that Roundhill is using these already. Um, different types of option strategies, and you can see it's paying off. So you can see over the last 3 months, the PLTW is the highest of these 3. Over the last month, look at PLTW, absolutely crushing it, outperforming the underlying and the YieldMax counterpart. Over the last 5 days, even, this is a very, very impressive track record. So let's do this here real quick. I guess I'll do this real quick. Let me go back to yesterday's video. My apologies. It's like on
What
the
can we say?
screen. Okay, here it is. I'm just gonna do my old
What can we
video
say?
from yesterday.
Why do you?
Okay, so it's swap agreements was one, different like swaps and stuff like that. That was let me do this here. Where was it? Um, Bear with me, folks. Okay, so the additional investment strategies, they're using swaps, additional option strategies, including purchase and call options that are deep in the money, which is something I actually do to offset NAV erosion and equity securities. They may purchase equity securities of the underlying security, which is really awesome. Swap contracts are the other thing. So those are the three things just to recap what we talked about yesterday. And it's working for Roundhill. So when things are working like that, I would say definitely do them. So if we could eliminate NAV erosion when it comes to these funds, that would be a huge, huge game changer, obviously. So let's see who else we have. When we got Fun Guy, just got here. Did Coach already explain how they can prevent NAV erosion? Yeah, I just went over that, the three strategies that they're using. Um, so yeah, they do that, and NAV erosion could be a thing of the past. That would be quite amazing. Um, if we get like if we start applying this to say like Tesla or funds like that, I'm super excited. I mean, we may even like be able to recover. Who knows? The sky could be the limit, kind of, to get optimistic here. If we go back and look at our like standard, like, Tesla, Coney. By the way, how is Tesla doing, by the way? Let's do a little comparison here. Tesla stock TSLA. Let's just look here real quick. Um, so over the last year to date, Tesla, you see it's still way underperforming just in terms of price return. I believe we just got our dividend last week. So we've got Tesla, it's actually outperforming it over the last month. Underperforming still, but once those strategies are implemented, like I said, folks, the sky is the limit. Okay, so in the comment section, tell me any questions, comments, or concerns that you all have on these strategies. I covered them pretty much in depth yesterday. But here I'm just giving an example of, showing you a comparison to a fund that's already using them and showing, what can be possible. So anyway, I don't have a whole lot else to cover in this one. Just wanted to, come back and, talk to you all more about this and show an actual example. So if no one else has any comments, I guess we'll just go ahead and end it. So thank you all so much for tuning in. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe and join the Discord. And we will see you all. Will the dividends be lower? Well, you know what? That's a good point. Let's look real quick before we end it. Let's go look at the Roundhill PLTW. Let's see if they've paid. Let's see what they've paid out because I haven't bought this and I haven't really tracked it. It's only been a public fund for like 3 months, right? And I know they're not going to tell me I need to subscribe to this to access this. Let's see, PLT. It's a weekly, so weekly, and it's going up actually. You see this? The dividends are getting pretty nice. So I need to do charts for all of these, don't I? So if we think about the weekly dividends, let's see, 67 cents a week. If we annualize that, that's $35 a year. That's like a 90% payout, right? 35 divided by 44. Well, 79%. That's that's really amazing for a weekly dividend fund. Yeah, we've got a lot, to say the least. We've got a lot to cover with all this stuff. So, okay, folks, thank you again. That's going to